Well, the political heat rising in Tamil Nadu. Our newsmaker this evening, joining me now, Kanimozhi Karunanidhi, the chief of the DMK Parliamentary Party. Thanks very much for speaking to us, ma'am. The focus is on the NEP language policy confrontation between Tamil Nadu and the centre over the three-language principle. Is this purely a politically motivated opposition by the DMK? And that's my first question, to fit a narrative, because the BJP and the centre have argued that there is no element of Hindi imposition and no compulsion of Hindi as the third language principle. It can be any Indian language. Then why the opposition from the DMK?
It is very clear that when the three-language policy was brought up and discussed in Parliament, and when a decision was made that states which accept a three-language policy will be accepting that, and three-language policy will be there. And an exemption was clearly given to Tamil Nadu, specifically after the protests. And it is not something which was started today. Right from the 1930s, Tamil Nadu and the people of Tamil Nadu and the students in Tamil Nadu have been fighting against imposing Hindi. And Tamil Nadu has chosen to have a two-language policy. Where is the need to bring in three-language policy, revisit it again, and impose three-language policy on Tamil Nadu, which is clearly stated, and education is not on the union list. It is on the concurrent list. So without Tamil Nadu, the state of Tamil Nadu agreeing to a three-language policy, I don't think the union government has any right to say that you have to sign the NEP, you have to accept the NEP, which insists on a three-language policy and says, without that, we will not release funds.
So you're saying that the core issue here is coercion of a policy and forcing a policy by withholding funds, and not just the policy itself?
Exactly. And I'd like to add one more point. Even when in the floor of the parliament, when some of the states agreed that they will have a three-language policy, when the rules were formulated, it was very clear that states in the north of India will learn one South Indian language, and the southern states will learn one North Indian language. Show me one state. I mean, I can show you Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, where students learn Hindi. Show me one state in the north of the country, which has learned any South Indian language. I am not asking for Tamil. Any one South Indian language has been taught. Here in Tamil Nadu, the Kendriya Vidyalaya schools are not teaching Tamil. They teach Hindi and Sanskrit. If a student in Kendriya Vidyalaya in Tamil Nadu wants to learn Tamil, I think 10 or 20 students have to get together, request, and it is only a request, and we do not know whether the request will be honored or not. And I can count the number of Kendriya Vidyalaya schools which teach Tamil. So why should anybody in Tamil Nadu, any student, anybody in Tamil Nadu, trust a government which says that Hindi should not be imposed?
You know, as you make that argument, there's another argument that's been put forth. That is that most private schools in Tamil Nadu follow the three-language formula, and that's where the affluent kids go to study. It's the government schools where usually those from poorer socio-economic background study, which follow the state's two-language policy. Doesn't this put those children from lower socio-economic groups at a disadvantage? Why not give them the same footing as the children studying in private schools?
This is a myth they're trying to create, because they're trying to say that learning three languages is the only way to empower a child. It is not true. Just because you learn three languages, how does it make you better than another student? This is the state government policy. And a private school decides to teach 3 languages or 10 languages, it is a decision of the parents and the child to go to that school and to learn how many ever languages the child wants to learn. Already, today, education is not such an easy thing for any student. You have so many subjects to learn, so many different things to learn. So why impose three languages on any student who has so many other things to concentrate on? What are they gaining by learning one more Indian language? Because I'm sure English is there to communicate to the world and to the other states, and you have to learn your mother tongue to understand who you are, your culture, your history, and to communicate to your family and people around you. And if there is a need, definitely you can learn Hindi, you can learn Kannada, you can learn Odia, you can learn Marathi, you can learn Mandarin, you can learn Japanese. So many children are learning Korean today out of simply out of interest. So why force a child to do that? And I think it is a myth that learning three languages is something greater, and only affluent students are able to do that. Not all affluent students are learning Hindi. They might be a subject, but it's not that they're learning it.
You're making a nuanced point, but I just step aside. You're also a noted poet and an intellectual in your own right, someone whom the party's ideological circles deeply respect. And in that capacity, and keeping the politics of all this aside, does protecting Tamil or propagating it necessarily mean being anti-Hindi? Can't the two coexist?
Any language can coexist. I think in Tamil Nadu, I'm sure, in many schools near Hosur or in the borders of Kerala or Andhra, we teach, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam. So it is not that languages cannot coexist, and especially in Tamil Nadu, I think many languages. Today we have a large number of people who speak Telugu as a mother tongue, or we have different people from different parts of the country speaking different languages. So coexisting is not a problem. Only imposing is the problem. And it is not at the cost of any language that we want to protect Tamil. I think protecting Tamil is just not protecting, a political ideology. It is much beyond that. The best way, I think, to requote the Vice President of India, who actually quoted something recently, saying that the best way to kill a race, to destroy a race, is to destroy its language. So today, I can show you examples of so many states which have lost their art, their language, their culture, their films, because Hindi has replaced their literature, Hindi has replaced their films, Hindi has replaced their music. So why would I want to see that happen to any other language?
Well, an important point that you're making there. But while the DMK takes on, and I'm just stepping aside a little bit, while the DMK takes on the BJP in this face-off, today actor Vijay, who's taking the DMK head-on in 2026 Tamil Nadu elections, has described this as a fight between two kindergarten students, actually accusing the DMK of not being strong enough to take on the BJP. He also mentioned he took on the centre over withholding of funds. But is Vijay the real threat for the DMK when it comes to the 2026 assembly election battle?
I think he started the sentence saying it's something new, the three language, we're talking about something new, the three language policy. I understand it is the first anniversary of the party, and all the best to them, and they have a long way to go.
Well, okay, we'll leave Vijay aside for the moment, but will the centre state and ideological disputes take centre stage as the election issue in an assembly poll in 2026? Or will it be an elections that will be fought on governance, bread and butter issues, and anti-incumbency that the opposition has been raising?
You know that, in Tamil Nadu, it is not the bread and butter issue. We have come, beyond that long ago. I think employment, ensuring that nobody goes hungry in Tamil Nadu, and making sure that basic needs have been met, and health indicators of Tamil Nadu are much higher than many of the other states, and even the national averages. So I don't think that is an issue in Tamil Nadu. But definitely, the people of Tamil Nadu are looking to a leader who can protect their identity, their rights, and a party which is very strong when it comes to ideology, a party which doesn't flip sides every election, doesn't change ideologies, or a party which does not understand what ideologies are or what the history of Tamil Nadu and the history of the contemporary issues we've been battling with is not going to be replacing the DMK. So I think people are looking for somebody who understands and who stands for their rights.
Well, often an election is the test of a political party, but thanks very much there, Kanimozhi Karunanidhi, on the NEP controversy and much, much more. Thanks very much for joining us here on NDTV.